Because apart from money, the government can use your mobile phones for listening to anything you say, whether you like it or not. I gave evidence in the Greek case where the Greek Prime Minister and his cabinet were bugged. It doesn't take the government more than a few seconds and not much money to, even if your phone is switched off, if they wanted to target you, they could listen to everything you say. Everything, and everybody you talk to. They can also tell exactly where you are. So it is an ideal eavesdropping tool. I won't go into pulsing now, but if they wanted to, and it has been used as a stealth weapon for 50 years, they can actually know where you are by your phone, and they can target you with some very, very unpleasant pulse frequencies that can cause very nasty illnesses. There is a solution to this. It isn't all doom and gloom. Salzburg has come up with a solution, as Brussels has and other countries. There is a safe level. Your decision makers have only got to say to the industry, of the units I was quoting, 0.1. Salzburg have said no person in this country will receive more than 0.1 of these units. And if that is adhered to, then the sensitive people become okay, everybody is happy, the system works, and there isn't a problem. The only problem is the mobiles will not work inside the house. The children will, if they're laying on their beds texting their friends, will have to physically pick up a telephone and use words. But the mobiles won't work inside the house. You'd have to use a landline. But they will work quite happily outside, which is where you want them to work if you break down. So there is a solution. The only problem is that the industry and the government don't make as much money, because you can't download movies and you can't download the internet and you can't text each other from inside the house. But it will work. It will certainly work. If we take a step back, and I'm finishing now, if we take a step back and look at this whole situation and look at the cost, I believe, and I'm not saying this because I hear, and I don't say it in every country I go to, I think you probably have the best country on the planet. It is the greenest, you have the loveliest animals, the loveliest people. I think this is probably the best country on the planet. You are going to fill it full of microwaves. You can only do damage to your animals, your plants, and yourselves. There is another cost here. Whilst you are being environmentally friendly and changing your light bulbs for low power ones, you have these people going round putting up thousands upon thousands of electrical generators making more electricity, which isn't necessary. There is also the environmental cost of the people mining the radioactivity, the substance that has to go into every phone. So there is a cost to pay if you do nothing. My only suggestion, and it is to all decision makers, and I can sum all this up with one word. One word. Treat the people of your country with the intelligence that they have. Treat them with the intelligence they deserve, and say to them, there are two decisions to be made here, or one decision, two choices. There are a group of scientists here who say this, there is their evidence. There is a group of scientists here who say that, that is their evidence. Publish it in a local newspaper, television, anything. Get each scientist to make no more than 500 words, and then say to the people, decide. Do you want it? Yes, no, or decide a level. you're quite capable of saying, yes, we think we want this, but we want it at this level. If everybody thinks, no, I love this system so much, I want it in bed with me, I don't have a problem with that, provided it is your decision. But if you say no, then it should mean no, not from the planners and the industry, okay, thank you for saying no, now take us to court. It'll only cost you £130,000 a day, and we will need